In gyms across the country, we've got guys who are getting up on the Smith machine, a couple 100 pounds on their back, with their toes perched precariously on a little step or a little piece of wood, and doing calf raises in the hope that maybe their lower leg will bulk out and they'll get those diamond-shaped calves. It's sad, really, for a number of reasons. Number one is almost nobody is strong enough to do decent calf raises with all that weight on their back. What results is often this kind of thing, where you get tiny, short, choppy little ranges of motion, and it doesn't really amount to all that much. The rules of calf training are different than much of the rest of your body. Overgeneralization, the more towards the extremity that your muscles are, the more they tend to benefit from volume. Lots of volume. So calves fall under that category. So if you really want to build these puppies up, I always recommend, I tell people, I'm like, hitting them at least 4 to 5 times a week. Bang, 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 hit them, hit them, hit them. Rep ranges, at least 20 to 50. At least. If you can get 100, great. Volume is your best friend. In fact, some of the best calf building exercises aren't even strength. Mountain climbing, stair sprinting. I built mine initially from mountain bike racing. I wasn't even doing calf raises. I would get out on my mountain bike and go climb mountains for 3 hours. That's how you do it. But let's talk gym, all right? Like I said, usually you get the tiny little short choppy range of motion. You're usually wasting your time being on a step or some sort of a platform. Because if you watch, most people, their feet don't go much beyond below, their heel doesn't drop below their toes very much anyway, so there's no point in it being there. So you might as well just do them on the flat ground. Also, the anatomical structure of the foot is, of course, the ball of the foot. That's your pivot point, the ball of the foot. But when you're wearing shoes, you lose that curvature. So there's 2 things you can do. Number one, if you're gonna do calf raises on a step or a ledge, do them barefoot and roll on the ball of the foot. That's the way that you want to do it for maximum development. But in a gym, or if you want shoes because you're also doing other exercises, I recommend one of these puppies. Hey, there's another one of my toys. I call it the calf pipe or calf roller. Very simple construction. This is 3-inch diameter PVC with a couple of T couplings and PVC glue in there. Painted it black, and I've scuffed up the top with sandpaper, very rough sandpaper, in order to give it some grip. What this allows you to do when you're wearing shoes is your foot can now roll over on that ledge, and you're gonna get far more range of motion. And remember, range builds tension, and tension builds muscle. I like this design because it doesn't get you very high off the ground. I used to use a calf roller that put your foot like a foot off the ground. I don't know, just a safety thing for me. I like to be on the floor if possible. 20 to 30 reps is a good rep range. Put a pause at the top and the bottom. No bouncing. No bouncing now. Make sure that your range is kind of like down, up, down, up. And that's the other thing, is get that at top. A good goal to have, get your heel above the ball of your foot as much as you can. Think ballerina, and take your toes out of the equation too. That's another reason why this works so well. The ball of your foot, if these are your toes, ball of your foot is on the edge, and your foot can move like this, whereas your toes can get in the way when you're on a flat surface. Let me know if you have questions down below. Be fit, live free.